Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to share with you guys my newborn postpartum favorite. So basically everything I've been loving for the last 2 months. Matthew is 9 weeks old. He is cooing and smiling and is so cute. He has a little bit of cradle cap that we are working on, and he is currently 17 pounds. He was 11 pounds 7 ounces when he was born, so he was a big baby. But I thought I would just come on here and share with you guys kind of what I've been loving and using and recommend. So if you like these kind of videos, definitely hit the subscribe button, like this video, and let's get started. So the first thing I want to share with you guys is this water bottle. Now, unfortunately, it's not insulated, so it doesn't stay cold forever. But if you're breastfeeding, I highly recommend something like this, getting that water intake in. And what I do is, like, if I notice it get colder, I just add more ice cubes to it, warmer, if it starts to melt, things like that. So I'm just constantly filling up my ice maker machine or tray thing. So that is something I highly recommend. I feel like I'm going to say that a lot. The second thing is a nursing pillow, and I didn't think I needed one for Elizabeth because I had my pregnancy pillow, which it also turned into a nursing pillow. Like, you just kind of wrapped it around whatever it showed you on the bag that it came in. But I will say having a nursing pillow has been a game changer. It makes breastfeeding so much easier. Now, I don't bring it with me everywhere. If you wanted to, buy a few. I got mine from a friend for $25, and then I just bought like a cover for it, which I recommend because they get dirty fast, with eating. If you're eating and breastfeeding, milk leaking, things like that, they can get dirty fast. So I highly recommend getting one with a cover or getting a cover for it. But a nursing pillow has been game changer. It just makes everything so much easier, especially having Matthew. He's such a big boy. I use it all the time. Now this chair is the perfect breastfeeding chair, and this is another favorite. I got it off of Marketplace, basic Marketplace, for $40. But if you can and you have the space, I highly recommend it. Now in his room, he has a rocking chair that was mine, and it kind of has sentimental value. But if you don't have a rocking chair with sentimental value, definitely get one of these kind of rocking chairs. Having one of these for breastfeeding is so nice because you can kind of put your legs up, you can crisscross applesauce. It's just cozy and comfortable, and that's what you want when you are breastfeeding. You want to be comfortable. So I highly recommend getting yourself a glider, especially during that fourth trimester, period, is something that I recommend. Next thing I recommend is getting some sort of basket to keep on your nightstand if you have the space. I keep his Frida no sucker in there because he's very congested. I'm actually thinking about maybe I need to try to cut out dairy. I know that's a thing for babies, but I just feel like it might help. I keep snacks in there. I also keep my charger. When he was younger and not sleeping fully through the night, he can do a 7-hour stretch now, I used to keep a couple diapers and a small little thing of wipes in there because I was just too tired and didn't have the energy or motivation to go into his room to change him. So I would do that for the middle of the night. I also recommend, if you can, setting up so what I did is set up my nursing station so that it doesn't change. For example, I don't sleep with my pillows anymore. I sleep with my nursing pillow, and that way when he is up, I can automatically just sit up, put the nursing pillow around me, and I'm ready to breastfeed. So my pillows are not being in use there for back support and just making it more comfortable. If you, like I said, if you have that glider and you have the space in maybe your bedroom, that's an idea too, is just having it in there for that fourth trimester. And then that way when he wakes up, or you can sit in it and feed. But having this on the main floor has been helpful. I like having kind of a feeding station on each level so that I can watch our 3-year-old while she's playing. So I have this on the main floor, and then in the basement, I can just feed him on the couch kind of thing. And we've actually positioned our couches a little bit differently. Is it pleasing? Is that how I want it? No, but it's practical, and that way while I'm on the couch I can watch her play in her playroom, whereas before the couches kind of like were in the way and I couldn't really see her when she was playing because my back would be against her. So this way I can see her and she can play and I can feed him. So that's also something that I recommend doing, is rearranging your household furniture. If you have to, play around with it and just try to make it as functional as and practical as possible. It might not be pretty, but I think it's gonna help you a lot when you're, you know, trying to like look at what your child's doing while you're feeding them, things like that. You know, you don't want things in the way, right? The other thing I recommend is having something on each level. Now, I would say this is more for having if you have more than one child, but I have also something on each level of the floor. So if I need to, I can put him down if I need to help our 3-year-old, or I just need to do something. So on our main floor, I have our swing. This is great. So when we're eating dinner, we can put him in there if he's awake. If I'm playing with Elizabeth, he can kind of go in the swing for a little bit while I'm playing with Elizabeth, and then we're all like together. What else do I use it for? If I'm trying to do something quick in the kitchen, maybe I'm making myself breakfast and he's awake but Alyssa's sleeping, I'll also use the swing for that. So definitely something I recommend. The other thing I recommend is some sort of play mat. I would say closer to 2 months old is when he started using it. You could probably even try sooner, but like, you know, they love kicking their legs and he just lights up when he hears that noise. So ours has like a piano and he loves kicking it. He loves watching the things above on the arch and trying to like grab it. So I highly recommend that, and that's something we keep in our basement. That's where the playroom is, and then he can play on that while I'm playing with Elizabeth, or maybe I'm trying to fold some laundry, Elizabeth's playing, he's doing his little like back time, whatever, play mat time. So I highly recommend that. And then upstairs I have like our little chair. I know Baby Bjorn is a popular brand. This one was just like a hand-me-down. He's fine in it. I don't see why you need something fancy. This one actually will vibrate, but it's broken, like it's old, but you can actually get this kind that will vibrate if you turn it on. And yeah, sometimes I like that motion, so you don't have to use your like foot, but that's what we put him in at night when I'm like brushing my teeth with Elizabeth. Maybe I have to go to the bathroom, maybe we want to hop in and take a shower real quick, and then I can keep like the shower curtain open a little bit and watch him. But yeah, just something nice that you can have, and it's light and mobile and you can like move it all around, which is great. And then when we're not using it, I actually store it in our bathtub, so I can close the curtain and then you can't even see it. Another thing I recommend is a mobile, and I know this is a hit or miss with some people, but both of my kids loved our mobile, and I could usually get like 15-20 minutes. He loves looking at it and trying to touching it. He loves the music and the sounds. So did Elizabeth, and this just gave me some time if I needed to like brush my hair real quick, or I was getting dressed. Maybe he had like an explosion and I needed to change the change pad, and instead of just laying him in the crib with nothing to do, I would turn on the mobile and it gave him like something to do while I like cleaned up his change pad. So I know not everybody is a big believer in mobiles, but it's worked for us. So I don't know, that's just my suggestion. The other thing I recommend, and this is also going to be personal opinion, is getting in contact, getting information on sleep consultants. I know sleep training is kind of like, some people are cool with it, some people aren't, but I feel like it has like a bad reputation, and that's why I'm gonna say sleep consultant, because you know, for me, I have my background in child development, and something I don't remember learning about is like children's sleep. Maybe I did and I totally forgot, it's been 10 years, but I highly recommend it. You just learn so much information from them, and I feel like that has really helped with Matthew's sleep. I know with Elizabeth, we really struggled with her sleeping around this age, and I feel like she missed out on so much sleep. Like I feel like she should have been sleeping more. I know she should have been sleeping more than she was, and it was just always a struggle. So I'm so glad that we're on this sleep schedule now, and I mean, for my mental health too, it's just nice to know like, okay, around this time he's gonna nap for like possibly this time. As you can see right now, I'm filming video. Richard has our daughter, he took her to the splash pad, and Matthew's sleeping, so I'm able to like film and just take time, clean. And as much as I love Matthew and I love all those snuggles, I think it's just like a good habit to have, to, you know, sleep on his own and to be able to do that. So it's just so nice, and I don't regret paying for a sleep consultant. So that's why I'm going to say sleep consultant, because there's so many different ways and techniques, but my main thing is just like learning about newborns' sleep and how they sleep and what's best for them. I just think that's going to help you a lot as you navigate this, you know, new part of motherhood. Something else I'm going to recommend, and I'm going to butcher the name, so I'm going to put a picture. Basically, it's kind of like a nightlight, and it has like a little charging station so you can carry it around. And this is what I use in the middle of the night when I'm breastfeeding. I keep it on all night, to be honest, and then that way it's there. Now, I haven't done too much research into this, but I'm pretty sure it is like activates with sound, because I've had it where it's off, and then as soon as he wakes up in the middle of the night or makes some sort of noise, it will like kind of shine bright and then dim down depending on his like noise level. Oh, excuse me. But it's just great, and then he can use it when he's older as a nightlight. He can even carry it to the bathroom if he had to go to the bathroom. But yeah, it's just really, really neat, and I love that it has a charging station. Even if like the hydro goes out or something, you're still able to use it. And I just found our lamp to be too bright, so I definitely recommend that. The other thing I recommend is getting a sleep swaddle blanket. We have 2 of them. They're by Halo. They're kind of pricey, but I definitely think they're worth it. Something I learned through my sleep consultant is that like they have that, I'm trying to think of the name, that startle reflex, right? And it wakes them up. And so this way the swaddle keeps them, their arms tucked in, whether you do it this way or this way, and it's gonna help them fall back asleep and not disrupt their sleep when they do that, right? And you gotta think too, when they're in the room, they're crowded, right? They're all cuddled up, they're cozy, they're snug, and yeah, it's just something that's going to help them. The other thing too I was going to mention is a sound machine. I got mine off Amazon, and if you want, get something that's chargeable if you can. But we play it all night. We have it makes wave sounds, but it has a whole bunch of different options, and Elizabeth makes wave sounds as well, but it's just gonna give them that background noise. You also have to think too, in the room there's so much sound going on, so they're used to that background noise, and I do think that helps him. I think between that and the sound machine, it's really helping them get those like 7-hour sleep stretches, which is what he's doing right now. So the other thing I want to talk about too is what I wear at nighttime, and that is baggy t-shirts. If you can, get some cheap baggy t-shirts. You do not need some fancy like nursing bra. I mean, if you want nursing pajamas, whatever. I just use a baggy t-shirt. I don't leak. I know that's a possibility. So if you want, just get like a nice relaxing nursing bra. That's going to just kind of help you at night, keep those nursing pads in. I don't use nursing pads, but it is something that you can try. But I don't leak ever. I use the HAAKA, which is my next tidbit. Definitely invest in a HAAKA. I actually wish I would have gotten 2 for each side, to be honest. They make for great manual breast pumps. Not always, but I always use it in the middle of the night. So I will nurse on one side, and then I will let the other side fill up with the HAAKA. And then in the morning, I have basically a full like bottle, and I can use that as like backup milk if I'm leaving or wherever. I have that milk that I didn't even have to do anything, and then I can just go back to bed. Now I do still use a manual pump, which is my other favorite I want to share, and this is if he has a quick feed or I just feel like I need to get more out. It definitely helps with when you're feeling full, just to like relieve that pressure, but I like to like completely empty them at night, and that way I just have like this milk supply for future times. The other thing I want to mention is my Hello Bello, and it is not sponsored. They're not telling me to do this, but I love them. So that's what we use for our diaper service. I'm hoping that I can get onto the cloth diaper train again. I love doing cloth diaper with Elizabeth, but right now in life we are barely keeping up with laundry, and we are just starting to establish a routine. Not to mention he's a big boy, so I feel like he pees more, he poops more, and when you are in this stage of life, their poops are not going to be solid, so that is always fun cleaning up. And I'm just hoping that eventually we can start slowly like introducing cloth diapers again. I also want to give my other ones like a good clean. I haven't done that yet. They are clean, but there's just something about, like, you know, when they've been sitting for a while, just like giving it a good clean. But what I love about Hello Bello is it is a subscription service, so I never have to worry about thinking about when my diapers or wipes are gonna come in. The box is even fun for our 3-year-old. They always have like so sometimes it's like a sandcastle box, a treehouse box, a pirate ship box. Like, they're always thinking of these fun, creative ways to make the box. You can get I believe it's only with your first purchase. You get a free product, and every time after that, you can get 15% off their other products. So like hair detangler, diaper cream, body shampoo or body wash, shampoo, lotion, all that sort of things that you're gonna need, you can get at a 15% discount rate. I know for me it's under $100 and it lasts me the whole month. For diapers with Elizabeth, it'll last a little bit longer because I do like pull-ups, and if you have somebody who's in pull-ups, like Elizabeth wears that at night, on diapers you can actually do like a split bundle, so you can get, say, 3 packs of size 3 diapers and then like 4 packs of 4T training pants or whatever I think is what they call them. But I love it, and you can do just diapers or the diaper and training pant bundle, or just the training pant bundle. You can do 2 separate bundles, so if you have one kid who's in a different size diaper there, and you know maybe their diapers are lasting a little bit more, you can change it so that their bundle is going to come every 5 weeks and this one's bundle is going to come in every 4 weeks. I also love their all over I don't even know what it's called, balm. They're all over body balm. It is awesome for cradle cap. I find with baby oil, it doesn't moisturize the head after, and it gets dry very fast, whereas this stuff lasts 24 hours and it really just helps moisturize their head as well. He has cradle cap and it is also dry and flaky, and it just kind of helps like moisturize his head again. The other thing I want to mention that's been a favorite is our Baby Bjorn carrier. We got this off Facebook Marketplace for $40 and I love it. Even though he's the size of like a 9-month-old, developmentally he's a 2-month-old, right? So I just found with my other ones he was getting too big for the carrier and it wasn't supporting his head, whereas this one, it's so easy to clip on, and I definitely think it is worth investing money into, especially if you're gonna have more than one kid. I love our Baby Bjorn carrier. It's so easy to put together. It's not complicated at all. Like, it's not you know, previous carriers, it was kind of like, okay, where does this go? And it would take me so long to kind of put on that it just wasn't even worth it. But this one is so great and I love it. I don't necessarily use it right now, but when I was taking both of them to the park outside when it was a little bit cooler out, that was great. So I definitely recommend, if you plan on going outside a lot, even if you're doing stuff around the house, the baby carrier can be nice. I do find it's easier for me personally to just put them in the swing and then do a quick little cleanup than it is putting them in the carrier and then trying to do it, because it just takes even longer. So that is another favorite of mine. The last favorite I have is clothing, and when he was little, he basically just stayed in sleepers, and now that the weather's warming up, I just feel like rompers are the best way to go. So if you had a spring baby like myself, or any type of baby, and it's now summertime where you live, I highly recommend rompers. They're just so easy to just put on, do up, and they're gonna keep them nice and cool. The other thing I wanted to talk about was sleepers, and the sleepers we use are we like the zippy jams. They're a little more pricier, but they're nice because you don't have to, they have like a special zipper at the bottom for changing their diaper. Right now, a lot of times we just, because it's the summertime, we've just been putting him in a romper or a onesie, and then because he's going in a sleep sack, that to me is keeping him warm enough. So we haven't really been doing a ton of pajamas, but I do recommend those pajamas. And if you don't want to pay the price, because they're like $36, I think Canadian, I highly recommend just getting onesies or sleepers with the zipper. So much easier, and it's just gonna make everything faster. I know the Gap has, or is it Carter's too? One of them has zippers at the bottom and top, so you don't have to do, they don't have to be fully undressed during their like diaper change. And one last thing, this isn't like a favorite product, it is just like a little tidbit, is Facebook Marketplace, thrift stores, yard sales. Babies grow out of things so fast, and if you plan on only having one, or maybe it's your second, your last child, and you don't want to put in the money, the investment, or you just can't bite the bullet on a certain product, check those places, because you're going to get it at a discounted rate, and you're supporting another mom or a dad, and you can use that money, or you afterwards you can resell it. Or say, you know, for example, Matthew grows out of something, I can sell it on Facebook Marketplace, then I can use that money and support another mom and buy something from them, and you're kind of like recycling. So I highly recommend doing that, especially if you didn't get everything off of your baby registry. But I hope this video was helpful for anybody going into the 4th trimester or heading into the 4th trimester soon, and you had no idea what you should invest your money in and get. Highly recommend it. As for bassinet too, I will throw this out there, I don't have a favorite. Mine is actually a hand-me-down, but I don't think you need to invest money into a expensive bassinet. I know there is one, I can't think of the name, and it actually has the swaddle in it, which is nice, and it has that rocking motion, which is what they teach you, or what they taught me in my sleep course, was doing this. And there's actually a function on this one bassinet that will do it for you. However, I don't know, for me, I just didn't want to get, I wouldn't want my baby to get used to that and then have to like transition, just my personal opinion. But I think if you, I don't know, if you invest your money into a sleep consultant, I really don't think you need that. We are doing just fine. You can even just use your crib. You know, if you have the space, just put your crib into your bedroom. That's another option as well. We put Matthew in the bassinet at night, and then we put him in the crib during the daytime, because that's where like the camera is. As for our baby camera, I guess I could throw it out there too. I do recommend a video camera. It's just nice to be able to see them. You know, instead of like the older style monitors where you can only hear them. So I do recommend that. I don't recommend the one I have. The battery life sucks on it, and it doesn't have the split camera. I recommend something getting where you can see them both at the same time. Unfortunately, we can't do that. It is a great monitor and it has some great features. However, I just feel like I can't recommend it to somebody else, because if I could go back again, I would try to find one with some sort of monitor where I could see both of their rooms at the same time. And then one little product that I wanted to mention that I don't have that might be worth the money, maybe peace of mind, is the OWLET. We don't have it. I never got it. I don't know, but you know, especially for new moms and such, I'm sure it's a peace of mind having it. So basically what the OWLET is a device that hooks up to their foot, and it monitors their heart rate, oxygen levels, things like that. So it will alert you if their oxygen levels drop and their heart rate goes up, down, whatever. It's just gonna notify you, and it's gonna probably make you sleep a little bit better knowing that you know, you have something that's going to alert you if something happens while they're sleeping and you're sleeping. Like I said, we don't have it, but it is something that might be worth getting, and I haven't seen any bad reviews on it, so that's good. But yeah, that is everything for this video. I hope you found it helpful, and good luck to all you guys entering the 4th trimester. It's definitely, I think, one of the hardest trimesters, that and the 1st trimester, as you like navigate this new season of life, not getting that much sleep, kind of figuring out your newborn and routine and all that. But I hope this video was helpful in some way, and I'll see you guys next week for a brand new video. Bye guys. Okay, one more thing before I go, and that is Soothers. I'm sure you're wondering, I'm going to be throwing pictures up here of all my favorite Soothers. I feel like there's been Soothers for each season of life, I guess. These only No, I say he's 9 weeks old, he's 10 weeks old. He liked the RITZY Soothers at first because when he was in the carrier outside, his hands would be like this and he was able to keep it in because there's like a handle. But now I would say that he loves the, I want to say it's by the brand AVENT. And he keeps those ones in really well. And one of the things that's cool about that brand is it actually comes in this container and it has a line. You fill it up with water, put it in the microwave. It will tell you how long you should microwave it for, and it will sterilize your soothers for you, which is really, really cool, I think. For bottles, we use the AVENT bottles. We have size 1 and 2 nipples, and they work great, no issues. I would say Elizabeth liked them a little bit better. I feel like he's like kind of spits out the milk sometimes a little bit, but I'm not about to go out and like try and buy a whole bunch of different bottles. That's definitely something else I recommend. Don't put your money all in a whole bunch of bottles because they might not even like it. And then as for my manual breast pump, I don't know if there's the best. I don't know if there's like, I don't know. To me, a manual breast pump is a manual breast pump, but I use the EVENFLO electric pump. It does a great job. And I use the Laniso, I'll put it here, manual pump, and it works great. It's nothing special, but it gets the job done. So that is it, I promise this time. Those are all the products I've been using this 4th trimester, and I hope you found it informative and helpful in some way. And now, for sure, for real now, I am going. Bye guys.